Hi, how are you doing? So this video is going to be a little different from any other video I ever normally do. This video is going to be the introduction to my 30-day challenge. So to give you, and this is my 30-day video challenge. So I'm going to be challenging myself to share more about myself for the next 30 days, starting October 1st, which is today. And hopefully I get this video up today because I'll be starting out on the wrong foot if I don't. So hopefully if you're watching this video, you might watch it on October 2nd because I might get this video up kind of late. So we'll see how it works out. But the whole reason behind this video challenge, this 30-day challenge that I'm doing is a couple of weeks ago, I just had a really hard time sleeping, and it was because I was thinking so much. So early in the morning, I was like waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, just thinking, and I'm like, I don't even want to be thinking about what I'm thinking about because it's so random, and yeah, I would rather be sleeping. I'm not a morning person. I can get up in the morning, so I can get up in the morning, but if I had a preference or if I had a choice, I wouldn't get up early in the morning. I would just sleep in every day. But yeah, we don't have that choice all the time. So, but I can get up in the morning. So if I need to get up early, I can do it. I'm fine. I just don't like to. So that's going to be one fact. That's already one thing you learned about me in the first 2 minutes of this video. And the whole purpose of this video is here recently I've been just encountering people that know me, but they don't know me. They don't know all of me. They don't know, I mean, obviously everybody's not gonna know every single detail about you, but there are some things that I do on a regular basis that people have no idea that I do. That kind of bothered me, actually. I would say, oh, I do this, or people would see me doing things because I never say what I do anyways. That's the whole problem. People would see me doing things or hear me talking about things, and they're like, oh, I had no idea that you was knowledgeable about that, or I had no idea that you did that. And I'm like, really? I've only been doing it for forever. But, and I realized that they don't know these things about me because I don't tell people anything really about me like that. Now, people that know me, they obviously know everything, but people that just encounter me on a daily basis or maybe a weekly basis, they still don't know the things that I do. And that's just because I'm not very braggy. And I don't mean that, I mean that in like the nicest way possible, because I feel like I don't want brag is probably not the right word for it, but I'm not a natural person to just talk about myself, right? Some people can talk about what they do all day long and it's fine, but I'm just not that person. I can talk about something, I can talk about someone else, about all the great things that they may be doing, but it's a little bit harder for me to talk about myself. And one of the reasons why that is because I tend to self-edit myself a lot. So even if I'm about to say something or I want to say something, I'm always like, no, I just end up not saying it. And it's not because... it's no reason. It's just me just over processing everything that I want to say. And sometimes honestly, I probably don't even think it's important, or I'm like, oh, they don't need to know that, or oh, whatever. And that's just really, that's how I've always been. I've just always been a more reserved person. I've never been like a super talkative, just over the top person. Now my friends know that, obviously I talk to them, and I can get talkative. My husband probably thinks I'm very talkative. Probably, what wife isn't? But or most husbands think, that's probably one of the things that they think, like, why don't you just be quiet? But in general, in my everyday life, I'm not super talkative. I'm not super outgoing. I'm more of a introvert. That and that's just the way I am. That's the way I was like raised up. So the whole purpose of this 30-day challenge for me is really to share more about me for 30 days. So in this 30 days, I plan on sharing more about like my family stuff, more about like what I do for work, more about things that I've done in the past, maybe things that I want to do, maybe present things that I'm doing. It's just going to be me sharing about me. And I feel like that is going to get me out of my comfort zone of just being more quiet and reserved and constantly self-editing myself. One of the things that really, a couple things got me to this point. But one of the things got me to this point that I distinctively remember is I was scrolling Facebook one morning, and someone, I can't for the life of me, I've told this story a couple times now to my friends, because I kind of said, oh, I think I'm going to do this. And so I kind of like talked to them about it, and I can't for the life of me remember whose post it was or whatever. But it was a post. I think it was just something silly. It wasn't controversy or none of that or whatever. Controversial or none of that. It just was like a random post. And I typed something out that I was going to respond, but then I deleted it. And I was just like, why did I delete it? Or I kind of thought about it, I'm like, I don't need to respond. Like, I don't need to respond. But when I did that, it triggered like a thought in me, like, I do that a lot. So if I want to say something, or if I want to type something or respond to something or put any type of thought or opinion out in the world, because obviously I have tons of thoughts and opinions that I have inside, but if I want to put any of that out in the world, I tend to like brush it off and say, oh no, they don't need to know that, or oh, I don't need to put that out there, or oh, whatever. And it's most of the time it's nothing serious, but for some reason I was bothered by it. I really was bothered by it, and I just had just like a moment about it, like, why do I do that? Do I like it? Now, obviously, there is a time and a place for like self-editing and kind of like checking yourself, and obviously you just don't want to be blabbing out anything that comes to your mind. But I feel like there is a point in life where you can over edit yourself as well. So I'm gonna start doing some makeup just because this is supposed to be like a get ready with me kind of chat thing. So I'm going to start my makeup now. But I felt like I had to get that off my chest before I started talking. Then I'll talk a little bit more. But if I'm looking down, I'm just looking down into my mirror. But it just, for whatever reason, when that happened, I was just like so like bothered by the fact that I did it. Now, I did not go back and retype that comment or anything. I just was like, I wonder why I always do that. I wonder why I always, like, if I have a thought or opinion for something, I'm always like shutting myself down, or one of the things that people often tell me that I do is I'm an internal processor. So if someone asks me a question, I tend to process it inside first. So instead of saying just blabbing out anything or just speaking right away, I tend to like think about the question they ask and then answer the question in my head. And then I'll share my feedback or my answer or whatever, the thing calls for. But I always do that. And people are like, oh, yeah, you are super quiet when, whenever something comes up where there needs to be an answer or whatever. And that's just because I internally process what I have to say. So if someone asks me a question, I'm going to think about it, answer the question in my head, then I'm going to blurt it out. I don't know why I do that. I'm probably not going to change that. I don't think I'm going to change that. I mean, I don't think I can. I don't think that's that serious. But what I do think is serious is that so many people around me don't know like more about me, right? Or I don't voice my opinions as much as I think I probably could, So I probably won't. I don't know if I can change my processing mechanism or like how my brain works about that part, but I do think this will help me. Just open up a little bit more. Maybe that. I hope this will help me like open up and also allow the people that are around me or online or wherever to just know a little bit more about me. So these videos might bore you, and you definitely don't have to watch them all, but they're for me. And I'm just I could record them and not put them out there, but I feel like that's my problem. Like, it's not going to help me if I don't put it out there. So whether you watch them or not, it's whatever, but you'll see a lot of me for the next 30 days, a lot of me. Because I plan on doing these videos every single day. I did plan on doing these videos live. And I was just like, can I sit down and talk about myself live for 10 to 15 minutes? That's still a little scary, so I'm going to start here. Now, maybe after these 30 days and I've recorded these 30 videos, maybe I might do more lives, or maybe I might do a live Q&A maybe at the end of the week once I've put out 7 videos or 5 videos or whatever. I don't know where I'm going to go with that, but as of for right now, I think I'm just going to record the videos and post the videos. And y'all probably like, just fix this eyebrow, girl, because this is killing me. It would be killing me if I was watching. But right now I think I'm going to just record the videos and post the videos because I'm a little bit of chicken when it comes to that. And it's funny because I can go live videos. Obviously, you guys, if you follow me on social, I go live sometimes. Probably now a little bit more than I ever have. Just because we're always going live at Blush, the studio that I work out of. And so, yeah, I've been going live probably a little bit more lately. But it's always been easy for me to go live for the most part when I'm talking about something else, not when I'm talking about myself. So if I'm talking about something that I'm doing, if I'm at an event, if I'm promoting a fundraiser I'm doing, I can go live about those things all day long. Go live and talk about myself. Yeah, that's a little scary. So, also on these videos, I'm probably going to keep it 100, all the way 100. Something that I don't want to say I don't keep it 100 because obviously I do, but my 100 is always not broadcast. I keep it 100 with my friends, with my family, with, my inner circle. I don't really keep it 100 about things, not about, random stuff, but just about things in general. So I will, if something comes up in these 30 days that I feel like, oh, I have an opinion on that, I'm probably going to share it because that's one of the things that, I feel like I want to do more of. So be on the lookout about that. And nothing may come up in 30 days. Who knows? I might not have to keep it real about nothing. I don't know. But if I do, I will. Now, you guys, just to share a little bit about what I'm doing as far as makeup. I'm using this, it's called Espresso Ink, and it's a gel eyeliner. And you might be thinking, why is she using it for her brows? Well, you know, the big rave, if you're into makeup or know anything about makeup, is the gel, brow gels is very popular, and this is kind of like a dupe. This is a Mary Kay product. This is something that we have here at the studio, something that I sell. It's on my website. So, but I found that it works really good on my eyebrows. It gives me a nice, crisp look. And it stays really well. So I've really been digging it. This is like a little dupe right here. And this is a limited time product, so I probably need to order like 2 or 3 of them. They might keep it, but who knows. So that's what I do first. I always do my eyebrows first. The next thing I'm going to do is put a little primer on. And this is the foundation primer by Mary Kay. Most of these products probably will be Mary Kay today. Because they just work for me right now. Okay, so I get super oily, so I try to get this foundation primer in my T-zone area, so like my nose, my cheeks, my forehead. Try to make sure I get foundation primer on there. Another thing that I do is kind of like a dupe as well, is that I add a little translucent powder on top of my primer, because that just helps mattify my face even more. So I'm using the Mary Kay foundation brush, which I love because it's so soft. It's super soft. It fits on your face, so comfortable with the angled edge. So just do that as well in my T-zone area. And this just helps mattify. So not looking like an oil slick by the end of the day. So that's the first thing I do, or the second thing that I do generally. And so I kind of let that do its magic, kind of soak into the skin while I do my eyebrows. Today I'm just probably going to do something basic because I'm going to be putting on this new lipstick that I love. I'll show you guys towards the end. But this is going to be super quick. I just decided to do this since I was already going to be on here talking and chatting and sharing. And this, I'm not gonna share anything super big on this video just because this is just my introduction. So this is day 1 of the challenge, and I can't find no brushes. Try to put brushes on. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna be, this is kind of like an intro to this whole little challenge thing. So where should I start with this? Shadow. I think I'm just gonna go in like a neutral color. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. See, there is such a thing. This is why I'm quiet, because when you talk too much, you don't know what you're doing. I didn't conceal. I didn't clean up my eyebrows yet. They're still looking like a bushwick. I'm gonna clean my eyebrow eyeliner brush. I just use this for my eyebrows. I'm just gonna clean this with some of our brush cleaner. So yeah, hopefully you kind of get where I was coming from earlier, talking about just, sharing. So if you have any questions, I'm sure no one asked questions about me, but if you did, just inbox me, DM me, and say, hey, tell me about this. And maybe I'll make a video about it. So I'm just cleaning up my eyebrows with some concealer. I'm using Light Bronze by Mary Kay. And this is the Perfecting Concealer. I'll get kind of quiet when I'm doing my eyebrows because I need to concentrate. But after this, should be good. Now, and I'm not really doing a heavy. This is, sometimes I could go a little bit more heavier with the concealer, but I'm really not trying to go too heavy today. And if you're asking, like, why do people do this? If you see people do this. And this just gives your eyebrows a nice carved out look. Like, I'm doing like about 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. But you can also, if I'm really just like, some days I just do just eyebrows and maybe like lipstick, then I would use a concealer that is my same skin tone to clean them up. But right now, I'm just trying to highlight a little bit as well. So that's why I'm using the lighter one. And then I just tend to, in order to like really not have that halo before it even kind of like dries down, I kind of take my foundation brush and like blend that in, because the one thing you don't want to have is like that halo effect after you do your eyebrows. And then when I put on my foundation, I'll blend it out even more. It is a fly in here that, whew, it's like, won't quit flying around here. That's because sometimes we have the studio door open, because it's so nice outside, so you want to have the door open sometimes, but then you get pesky flies. They fly around your head, just buzzing everywhere. Okay, so that is what I do. Simple. So I went from looking mad crazy at the beginning of this video to looking like a human being with nice eyebrows. Like, really, if you would have used a concealer that matched your skin tone, I'm satisfied with this look right here. I could just walk out the door like this with some lip gloss. But for the purpose of this video, I'll do a little bit more. I also, now there's a couple of different things you can do just depending on the look you're going for. You can use a foundation, not a foundation, lid primer. Generally, because I'm already using the concealer on to clean up my eyebrows, I'll just go ahead and just pull it all the way down, blend it out, and use it for a primer. Now I'm going to go in with some Driftwood Mineral Eye Color. I'm just going to put that over my crease. Just making sure to just blend, and more blending. That is the secret to great eyeshadow application. So that is the Driftwood I just put up to the camera. So that is what I'm using. And then I'm deepening the crease with espresso. So I'm just mixing a little espresso with a little Driftwood, and then a little hazelnut. Just taking those neutral colors and just really deepening my crease. Yeah, and obviously I am just talking away. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but in the beginning of the video, there was a pesky fly flying around. Yeah, we, right now I'm at Blush, our studio, where we do skincare and makeup. So sometimes we leave the door open just because the outside is such a nice day and we just want to let fresh air into the studio. But, then we get flies. So it's just like, really? Just can't win for losing. Now I am about to go in with a color on my lid. I'm going to be using Crystalline. That's that color. And I'm just keeping it right in the middle of my lid. Not really going edge to edge. I am going to do a more bold lip. So I just want to keep it super neutral. I would say this would be an everyday look for me. Something I would wear to like work or if I'm just going out or whatever. This is nothing super serious. This is not a, glam look or anything like that. I'm not sure if I said that already, but hopefully I'm not repeating myself. But yeah, that's what I'm using for that crease. And now I'm just going to go back in and deepen that crease and just do more blending. So it's just about deepening it up. I just added some black, which we call Kohl and Mary Kay. These are all Mary Kay mineral eye colors. They retail for about $8. So they're super affordable. One of the great things about Mary Kay, all of the color products are $22 and below. So they're all super affordable. I did not, I've always used a ton of different makeup, but that's one of the things that I love, that everything is super affordable. So if you buy makeup at like Walmart or drugstore makeup, that's totally fine, but should support someone locally by buying, products local. So yeah. I'm just going back in. And just makeup is all about layering and just deepening your colors and blending. So that's what I'm doing here, just layering, building it up, building the color up, and just blending and blending and blending away. The secret to good eyeshadow is blending. Now I'm going to go in with Sweet Cream. That is a matte color. It's a lighter color. And now I want to place that in my brow bone area. And I use that as like a highlight. It also allows me to blend the darker, deeper color in my crease. Allows me to blend that out so it's not harsh. There are no harsh lines. I don't want to see where my shadow, where the different colors start and stop. You just want everything to be blended flawlessly. So it looks like a really gradient effect. I am now going to add my eyeliner, and it is our liquid eyeliner pen. And I love this thing because of the point. I'll show you in a few minutes the tip of it, but it makes it super easy to get that crisp, straight line. I'm not going to do a lot here. I'm not going to do like a wing or anything because, like I said, I want to keep it super simple, but I still want to give my eye more definition. So as you can see, like before I put the eyeliner on the other eye, it just gives it a little bit more definition. Here I need to hold my eye just because it's just not as steady as my other one. I don't know why, but yeah, I always gotta hold one eye. I can do the other eye fine, free-handed. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just adding that. Like I said, just keeping it super basic, not going crazy. I am trying to get it to the very, very bottom of my lash line. I want to keep it super close. So yeah, that's that. I'm always singing. I guess it's gonna be one of the things you guys learn watching my videos, that I am such a singy talker. I don't know why, but yeah, I can't stop myself. My mom always says, "Oh, you sing all the time." That's probably because I can't sing. Like my sister, she can really sing, and I can't. And maybe I just sing all my words when I'm talking, just because I can't sing for real. I don't know. But yes, I'm just adding some Ultimate mascara to my eyelashes. Once again, usually I would put about 2 or 3 coats on, but I'm really just doing makeup for fun in this video, so I don't really have to build it up so much today because it's not that serious. Yep. I was noticing, you might notice in my videos where I do makeup, I don't always do a bunch of eyeliner on the bottom of my eyes. And one of the reasons why I do that is because my eyes water a lot. So my eyes water, and I rub my eyes when they're watering, and so I just don't want to have a huge black mess unless I'm going out. Sometimes when I'm going out, I will put, eyeliner on the bottom, but just every day, I don't tend to put a ton of eyeliner. Sometimes I'll smoke it out with a black shadow or a brown shadow at the bottom, just to kind of give an illusion. But as I'm sitting here looking at myself put this on, I'm like, oh, I didn't even put any eyeshadow or eyeliner at the bottom of my eyes. But it's just a habit of not doing it a lot because my eyes water so much. So that's why I didn't do that there. Now, for foundation, I am using a mixture of the Deep CC Cream and the foundation number 5 for Mary Kay. And the foundation that I'm using kind of gives you like a redness. It's heavy on the red. And I have more yellow undertones, so I tone it down or mix it up with a little CC cream to kind of tone it down. Plus, it might look red as it's going on, but as it oxidizes and settles in the skin, and once I put some mineral bronzing powder on top of it or whatever, it will set, normally, so I don't always have to worry about that. Now I'm going in with some Perfecting Concealer. I am using light browns for that. And I'm not doing a whole lot of highlighting. I just go under my eyes a little bit just to kind of highlight under there. But I'm not going to be doing a super duper all out highlighting for this video. And then as you see, I go back in and I kind of set that with some mineral powder. I think I'm using number 5. Yeah, bronze 5 mineral powder. I probably could have did a lighter one. And I normally would do a lighter one or either a translucent one. But for whatever reason, I just grabbed that one. So whatever. It worked. It probably was a little too dark, but it's fine. I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to, show you guys my everyday makeup face while I was, sharing my introduction of my 30-day challenge. So I'm just blending everything out, setting everything with our fluffy powder brush. It's called an all over powder brush. And I love our new brush sets. They're very luxurious. They're super soft. They clean up very easily, so I love that. Now I'm going with my blush and just putting a little bit on there just to kind of bring some color. Because after you put on your foundation, you want to bring a little bit of color to your face. Sometimes people like do a whole bunch of contouring. On this thing, I didn't do it. I just used a little of our Bold Berry blush cheek color. Now I'm going, after you do all the powdering and all that kind of stuff, sometimes you will find that you get some powder in your eyebrows. So I'm just going back over my eyebrows with our volumizing brow tint, and I use dark brunette to just go over and just kind of bring them back out, because sometimes they get a little dull after you do all the powders and stuff like that. So just bring them back out with a brow tint. I'm gonna just go ahead and fill that whole lip in with the lip liner, because I want to use it as like a lip primer. It'll really hold your lipstick in place all day. And I'm going to be using our very pretty lip color. It's brand new, and it's called Puro Myrtillo. I don't really know how you pronounce it, but that's the color. So dark, so pretty. This is like perfect to be using on the first day of October. Even though I was wearing this weekend. It was so pretty. Still fall. Fall started September, so. This is a true matte, so it has no shine, which I love. I love a matte lip. That color is so pretty. I could just stare at myself all day when I'm wearing this lipstick. Like, girl, you look good. That looks good. So that was it. I hope you stick around for my 30-day journey here on YouTube. I'll be sharing these out to Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff as well. But I hope you stick around and just learn more about me. Like I said, if you have questions that you want me to answer during this 30-day journey, just send me an inbox or DM, and I'll be sure to try to answer the question. I just hope this will bring me just clarity, allow me to be more open with myself first. Like I'm hoping to become more open with myself and also become more open with you guys, but I'm really doing this for myself, just to become more open, more free. I don't want to say more talkative, but yeah, just more braggy, 30 days of bragging about me. Pretty much is what I'm going to be doing. So hope you watch. Until next time, which is tomorrow. Ciao. Bye.